It's time for single song shows. Do you hear Rocky? Because I certainly do. I am on early this evening. My cat is mad. I'll try to appease him before we get too far into the show. Rocky! Get to hear me yelling at my cat at the beginning. That's always fun. Just prompting him. I'm prompting him. You know, sometimes you gotta prompt him. Hello to Paul DeWitt Hobbs, who is my dad. Hello to Jason Tapia. Hello to Josh Ottum, who is here, who is my guest. And I'm so excited to have him. Hello to Starweaver Music as well. And Max Hatted Glass. Is that what it is? Hey, you, sir. No, Rocky. Oh, man. Well, we'll just have to tune him out. Anyway, enough of dealing with Rocky and other trivialities. I am going to invite our friend Josh Ottum approach to enter ether. Hello, sir.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Sorry about that. I'm wildly. Do I go totally sideways if I do this? I do. Yeah.
You do, but you know what?
Yeah.
I had sideways before, and it's been fine.
Okay, cool. Let me see if I can make this work without some sideways stuff, but you'll just have to bear with me.
Absolutely. So, Josh Ottum is amazing. And he's also an amazing musician. He's played locally around the Central Coast as Side of Love, and he's on all kinds of recordings. Apparently, I need to start printing out people's bios that they send me and tacking them up so that I can read them. But I'm doing my best, just off the dome.
No, it's all good.
If you want to jump in and add to anything and say, actually, I'm even cooler than that, then you may.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay, how's that?
That's perfect.
Good enough. Cool. Okay.
Good. You look great. How are you feeling in this moment? I always like to ask in the moment because people are never sure how they're going to feel.
Yeah. In this moment, I'm good. I'm way better than I just was 2 seconds ago setting that phone up. So I'm good. It's been a great day.
I like that you're taking it second by second. That is probably the best approach that any of us could take.
Yeah, second by second. There you go.
There you go. What I'm referring to when I ask is, do you feel like you could use an opener to warm it up? Or do you feel like you want to just get it over with and play your song to quell the nerves?
I think if you want to do the opener, that's totally cool. I'd love to kind of get into the spirit of things by just taking a breath and listening and hanging out. If you're up for that.
Yeah. Yep. You know. Because I do this every week, I'm totally up to the guest.
Yeah.
Totally 100% up to the guest. Take the pressure off and it'll be good. I'm going to have a sip of water and then I'll get going. I'm going to play a song that I feel like this is the third week in a row, I think, that I've done a Bushwick Book Club Oakland composition. But it just feels right because I've been watching Moon Knight and thinking a lot about projections and reality and stuff. And this is a song that I wrote based on how we perceive each other in conversation and just the constant need that I have to figure people out as I'm talking to them or even watching them in something all the time. How did that feel? So anyway, for lack of a better title for the moment, we're going to call it Your Participant. I may come up with something better. We'll see. But anyway, here's the song. Welcome to my study. You clutch your things, you're wearing masks. I'm watching feet touch your neck. I'm mirroring. Trust me, I don't want to wreck any sweaters. Wanna make it the worst day at your job, but since we're together, mind if I pull a few threads? Don't think that I forgot about you, but if I didn't check in like this now and then, I don't know what I would do. Hey there, Spectre, you're counting cards and wearing masks. You're watching feet, hands and neck. I'm mirroring, that's me. I'm the one with all of these sweaters. Can you feel this relation on false premises? You cannot hurt my feelings. You exist in my head. Don't think that I forgot about you. Well, if I didn't check in like this now and then, I don't know what I would do. Hey, I need to self-regulate. Now let's all take a movement break. Hey, I need to self-regulate. Now let's all take a movement break. Yeah. Don't think that I forgot about you. If I didn't check in like this now and then, I don't know what I'd do. I'll never ever forget about you. Now if I didn't check in like this now and then, I don't know what I'd do. Yep. Hey, thank you.
Nice song. That was awesome. I love the that part that right before if I didn't check it in now and then or something. I was getting like do you listen to like Roy Orbison or Los Lobos?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Wolverines?
Yes.
Yeah. Getting those big Los Lobos Roy Orbison vibes.
Yes, I'm happy with that.
I love that stuff. And I love, yeah, that was a great song. Awesome.
Boy, this crybaby cat
Oh, yeah.
is yelling at me so much. Come in. There we go. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So, are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you usually, I'll just go right into it. I'm just
Can
going
you
to
go right into it?
Cool.
I will mute myself out of respect.
Yeah, I'll go for it. All right. Let's see here. All right. Great big ideas come undone. I can't rely on anyone. When I get home to see your face, it I never thought I'd have it so good. Oh no. My arms are open for you to fall fast asleep. Dream a little dream for keeps. Oh no. There's a tune.
Woohoo! That bridge was dreamy.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. What a beautiful song.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Yeah. I don't usually write such short little tunes that, yeah, but that one feels right.
Yeah. I feel like I do usually write short little tunes. They're either
Yeah.
really short where people are like, that barely qualifies as a song. Wow, someone is really angling for attention.
Oh, cats are pushing the buttons.
He's pushing the buttons. But yeah, I've released. There was a song that I released and did the whole what's it called? Sound. What is it? Why am I blanking? Anyway, the thing where people put your songs on playlists and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Potentially, I did that with one of my songs, and they were like, "It's only a minute and a half." Like I had so many people who were like, "It needs to be longer," and I was like, "No, it doesn't. It was done."
Short songs are sweet. If you can get it happening, it's all good.
I think so. I'm good with it. I'm a strong supporter of short format, just about anything.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
single song show. Short
Yeah.
format. Yeah,
Super.
you have a comment here from Star Weaver Music. So beautiful, Josh. Tears in my eyes. Been too long, buddy.
Oh man. Noah,
Nice.
what's up? It has been a long time. Yeah.
Cool.
Love to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a couple things that I like to ask people at the end. One of them is, since this began in the age of pandemic and peak media, what was the last thing that you watched and loved?
Wow. Are you talking about like shows, like movies or TV shows?
Yeah, any of that. Yeah.
That stuff. Let me think. I
Yeah.
like I like film noir.
Sweet.
But I don't really watch it, but I kind of like. Actually, okay, I'll tell you one. What is her name? She's a private eye in San Diego, and it's like a '90s show. What's it?
Oh,
Somebody who is tuned in.
someone chime in. Please know what it is. I've
It's
got to know.
what's her face from The Good Place.
Oh, is it Veronica Mars?
You bet it's Veronica Mars.
I haven't ever watched Veronica Mars, but
Oh
I've
my
heard
gosh, treat
so
yourself.
long. Now my time. This is my Veronica Mars time.
It could be the time to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like I've watched a ton of that stuff, but I like that. I like stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't realize it till the pandemic that I kind of like film noir stuff. It's kind of
That's
cool.
that's a cool thing.
Carmen,
Here's troublemaker. Gotta show you.
yeah. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Causing so much trouble. I'm trying to think because I'm not giving him attention. But not much attention and he's mad. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out.
What about for you?
They were gonna do a Veronica Mars movie at some point. And
Yeah, I
did
think
it.
they got into something like that. I haven't followed it that closely. What about you? Did you have some like a revelation over the pandemic or something you got away from you?
That's a
Not
better
really.
question than my question. Let's see. What was my revelation over the pandemic? I guess. Well, hold on. You said a little bit more, and I talked over you because I was distracted.
No.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I was hearing your question originally is like, is there something that I got into during, I mean, that's kind of what you asked, right? Like during the pandemic times, like something you started checking out. What was that for you?
Yeah. Well, my question was pretty basic. It was like, what show?
Yeah.
What was the last show or movie that you thought was really cool? Yours is deeper level. I got into, are we talking shows and movies? Or are we
Yeah.
talking, okay. Okay, we're talking shows and movies. One that I'm really excited about that's back is Russian Doll.
Oh, nice.
Russian Doll is cool. Um, and I mean, I mentioned Moon Knight earlier. Moon Knight's amazing. But yeah, Russian Doll. It's a combination of the creator's three favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
I butcher this, but she said it's like Back to the Future. I remember two. Back to the Future and It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, and The Shining,
Whoa.
which you can
Yeah.
totally see. Like when you watch that show with that context, it's like, oh, of course it is.
It does
But
make sense slamming those all together. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It's cool. I feel like there's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of ways to get inspired, even if you're, if you
yeah,
like making music, but you can get inspired from a movie or a show, then so be it.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. That song that I played tonight had a couple of references to things that I had just listened to or watched. Um,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I definitely use that stuff for material. All right. The other thing I wanted to ask you is what you have to promote. What's going on?
Actually, I'm suddenly sort of a semi-busy person with making music and stuff. I stopped making
Mhm.
music for a long time, kind of. I don't know what a long time is. Anyway, I recently put out a record with a friend, and the band's called No City West, which is instrumental music, and he's my friend that I met in high school. So it's just guitar, synth type of music.
Mhm.
So that's fun. And then, yeah, I'm starting to play shows here and there. I think I'm playing a few shows in the next couple months in Central California in general, either on the coast or in Bakersfield area. And I have a record coming out next year in February and some EPs coming out this fall.
Oh, exciting.
So I feel like there's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm really inspired by that. So you've really planned your release schedule far in advance.
I've never tried doing that. This is the very first time I've ever been that organized. So let me put that caveat out there. It feels like I have a plan, but I've never had any plan until right now. So I don't want to
Wow,
come across like I've got it together.
is that something that the pandemic sort of did for you? Did it help you get organized and is sort of realize what your vision even was for a
I had a pretty, like, with all the traumatic stuff happening, I will say cathartic is the big word for me during all of this time. And literally kind of right when all that stuff happened over 2 years ago, I just like went to this little, basement, set up stuff and started writing music.
nice.
And just came up with a ton of random ideas, but it was really interesting because the first 20 times trying to do that, I was totally beating up on myself and stuff, and like not being kind to myself and not
Yeah.
being positive about it.
Oh,
But it was kind of a sweet experience because I just kept doing it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I feel like if I would have, I could have stopped working on stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's all the music that made these forthcoming albums and EPs and stuff. So
So it was all written for them beginning like 2 years ago.
yeah, like not with those in mind, and not with an
Oh,
album
okay.
and a couple EPs in mind, but just I just made a bunch of song ideas, and then
Uh-huh.
and maybe 3 or 4 months ago, just found the ones I like the most, and then
Oh,
that's what those will become.
that's amazing. What was, because I know that you're an audio guy, what was your recording process like?
Good question. I did both projects at my friend Chris Schlarb's studio in Long Beach, California,
Cool.
which is a really great studio, and it was super, super fun. And I totally want to keep recording like this because we did it all there. So
Oh,
everything we did, so we recorded in 3 days, mixed in 2 days, and that album was done. Recorded
wow.
stuff in a day or two, and then mixed it, and that's all done. So it only all happened in 8 days, but once the
Yeah.
once the writing was done, but I'm so into it because you can't tinker endlessly. Like you just go and do it and then you're done. And it's super, super refreshing to sit there and go like, whoa, I have all this music that was recorded, and
Yeah.
I'm slaving away on it and not releasing it. Like I'm just done with it, you know? So
Yeah.
I recommend that approach if someone's looking for a new way to get inspired.
Oh, that's cool. Did you have a hand in mixing it, or were you completely hands off? Like, I'm gonna trust someone else's ears.
I sat there and mixed with Chris. Chris is like
Mhm.
a good mix engineer, but I always gave little thoughts along the way. I think I'd chime in with like arrangement ideas, you know,
Oh,
like
okay.
if we're listening back and there's a keyboard part going, I could be like, hey, can you mute that keyboard part until the chorus? Like stuff like that. So sort of arrangey arrangement during mix stuff.
Yeah. So sort of the production aspect of it, deciding kind of what goes where. I guess
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah,
Kind of
doing
blurred
that.
lines.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just said they're kind of blurred lines there sometimes.
As they should be, right? Like if you can get good levels and then also decide to strip stuff. I guess that's my other lesson is just stripping stuff out, taking stuff out and stripping it away is super valuable and awesome. Coming from a background of using too many sounds, basically.
Oh, that's interesting. Were you into just like layering and layering before?
Kind of in my own way. Everybody's got their own way of doing that, but like for me, I definitely have more of an interest now in doing less stuff. Even
Mhm.
if you know what I mean? Even if you put
Yeah.
a lot of stuff down, then you can go back and really be like, what do I actually want to happen? And usually it's not that much
Yeah.
for me right now. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
yeah.
that's super cool. So, No City West is you and a friend. How did that come about? Is that a newer project or one that you've had for a while?
That was also something that started during the pandemic, and it's just a friend of mine I met in high school. Like we played in jazz band together, and then we
Uh-huh.
were a couple of bands in high school and after high school. Um, and then like, I guess I like to think of it, we took like a 15-year break, and now we're back.
Yeah,
The reunion tour.
that's amazing.
But yeah, we grew up together playing music, so we have like all like a million of the same reference points, which is fun, you know, and so that
That
was a
is,
fun project. Yeah, that's super fun music back. Like it's super. Wouldn't hesitate to say it's good for background music or direct listening. You know what I mean? But it sets a tone. You know.
yeah, stuff like that is wonderful. I'm all about that too.
Yeah, the instrumental thing can be nice, right?
For sure.
Do you have
That's
some
awesome.
Do you have some favorite kind of instrumental stuff you like to listen to?
Yeah, I mean, my fallback um, for a long time has been Eric Satie.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
feel
my God.
like,
Are you kidding? That's the best. That's the best music ever written.
oh, it's so good. And then lately, I've been listening to an artist called Kafari.
Oh
Um,
yeah. It's familiar.
yeah, so it's Kafari, and yeah, I have a couple of his albums from Bandcamp, and it's really beautiful piano arrangements. Just I've had that on kind of a lot during the pandemic. His stuff been into it. Been good.
That's awesome. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, yeah. I recommend it. And the last one too. I've been wanting to have him on this because I want to like. First of all, I would like to hear his music on here, but I've meant to ask him if he had kind of a like a textural idea in mind when he was doing his most recent album. It's called, I think, Blanket of Black. And it seems like because you hear like these pops and clicks in a way that seems really intentional, and it almost sounds like campfire noises or
Oh yeah.
like stuff like that, where it's really kind of that scratchy ASMR kind of thing a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Sometime I'll have to ask him because it's cool. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess those could kind of align. Those,
Absolutely. That would be cool. I mean, that's such a cool, you have a great platform here. When did you start doing this?
I started doing this in May of 2020.
Okay.
Um, and I think mainly a lot of it was because I couldn't even really see my parents at that time. Like all of us were really bubbled at that time. And so I was like, what can I do that would just bring joy to some people who are, not getting out and just staying home? And something that I could do because I'm a parent and busy. And
Yeah,
so I
speaking.
was like,
Yeah.
could I practice one song or like have a song that's simple enough where I could just, rattle it off in a day. And then if I could bring that experience to another musician who's maybe had gigs canceled, who needs to promote stuff to stay afloat or something like that, then maybe we could have some connection too, and it can feel sort of social.
It's a smart idea. Yeah, it's super cool.
It's fun and it hasn't stopped being fun. And I remain in the situation I was in even pre-pandemic where I just don't get out a lot. So it's kind of a nice way for me to bring concerts to me.
Absolutely. No,
Oh,
that's cool. I was happy to take part.
yeah, I was so happy to have you on. You're an incredible musician. This is so cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can let you go. We're at almost the half-hour mark, but it's just been a joy.
Thank,
And
yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. It was a lot of fun to listen and play.
yeah, thanks everybody. Have a good night and see you next time.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.